Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. This is a collective reading and it is timeless, so whenever you come across this video, however you come across it, it's the right time for you to be getting this message. You've been asking for clarification or guidance on something, and this is going to be one of the answers that you are going to be getting in regards to that inquiry that you have. So thank you so much for joining us today. If you haven't already liked and or subscribed to the video and or channel, I invite you to do that. It does help the YouTube algorithm help other people find these videos and find this channel if they're looking for similar kinds of encouragement and support and love always, because that's all you're ever going to get from this channel from me is love and support and encouragement as I am asking for messages that you are looking for specifically. And we've been going through our mega deck. You can look down in the description below to see all the different decks that is including. But today's card is the Wind or Activation card from the Earth Magic Oracle deck by Stephen Farmer. And I'm really excited to hear what our messages are, both for what's channeled as well as what's in the book. I haven't looked in the book. You and I will go through that together for the first time in just a few minutes, but I want to just talk about the first three things that I got instantly as soon as I saw this card. We see obviously some kind of energetic being that is blowing. I see a source of light, a source of wisdom, a source of guidance, a source of protection, a source of encouragement. When we think of the word activation and wind, what I think of is inspire. The first word that came to me was the word inspire. And what does that word mean? Inspire. It means to excite or encourage, right? Breathe life into. Inspire comes from the Latin word, which means to inflame or to blow into. When you inspire something, it is as if you are blowing air over a low flame to make it grow. I'm going to say that last part again. When you inspire something, it is as if you are blowing air over a low flame to make it grow. You have a little low flame inside of you of hope, of joy, of possibility, of encouragement that you're holding, you're keeping safe, you're keeping space for, you're holding space for, but you haven't really done anything with it lately. It's just something that it was put on the back burner, put at the back of your mind, something that you've considered, that you've wanted to start. You get excited every time you think about it, but then everything in your life just comes back, and you know you have to deal with your job, and you have to deal with paying the bills, and you have to deal with the stuff in your family, and you have to deal, with everything in your 3D reality. But you are being encouraged with this card and this reading to be inspired, to inspire yourself, to be inspired by others, to find different types of media, different types of input, different types of information that inspire you to be more of who you are, to be your most authentic self. You are always going to want to be looking for things that inspire you. So that was the first thing that I got from this card. The second thing that I got from this card was the word steer, like holding a steering wheel and driving a car, or holding onto the rudder of a ship and trying to, steer it through wind and that kind of thing, right? So we do always have the ability to steer our own course. How do we do that? Well, we do it with our thoughts, how we're thinking, how we let ourselves think about any kind of situation. If we're looking at something and all we can think of is I never make anything work right in this situation. I can never make it happen the way that I want it to happen. I can never do, X, Y, Z, whatever it is. You may feel like that a lot of times, like you're out of control of a situation, and you're right. You can't control a situation. You cannot control other people. You cannot control, you cannot control the weather. You cannot control the wind. You can simply use it to inspire you to set your course. And then you steer your path. You steer your path by how you think, what you let yourself think about, and how you think, how you feel, how you let yourself feel emotionally. So we're talking about heart and brain coherence here. That literally is the breath of life. That literally is what we are doing all the time. We're always. You're either feeling in agreement with what you're thinking about that's not positive, or you're in agreement with things that you're thinking about that are positive. And it's all simply a matter of scale, where you land on any particular scale. So, keeping that in mind, you are being encouraged to steer your course deliberately with intent, intentionally, intentional steering, intentional guidance that comes from you. How do you know which way to go? That's where you go to the next and the third final thing that I got, which was how do you learn how to get divine guidance? How do you learn what the course is? How do you set your course? And I love this. This is from a LinkedIn profile, and it's called Ask: The Attitude for Seeking Knowledge. And we know in the Bible scriptures, as well as all of the other different scriptures around the world, we are always encouraged to come into prayer, come into contemplation, meditation, where we take an opportunity to still our minds, still our thoughts, still our emotions, and ask for guidance, ask for that divine wind to come to us. This is how you are activated. This is how you make your choices for how to steer your course, by asking. The attitude for seeking knowledge. In a world loaded with information, have you ever wondered what sets apart those who truly thrive? It's not just about having access to facts, it's about having the right attitude. That is exactly it. This starts with A, the ambition to learn, wanting to learn, wanting to get that information, wanting to invest this time in yourself to get that divine guidance, to get that activating wind. The ambition to learn is the A. Seeking with purpose, that's where your steering comes in. Don't just passively consume information. Don't just turn on the television onto whatever channel and let whatever hit you. Be mindful of what you're consuming mentally with your media. Seek with purpose, seek with passion. So the second letter is seek. The first letter is ambition and ask. Ask for the information, seek with purpose and knowledge. The K stands for knowledge. The beauty of the ask attitude lies in its ripple effect. As you acquire knowledge, you don't keep it to yourself, you share it with others, whether it's through discussions or blogs, articles, social media. Sharing your insights contributes to the community as a whole. Remember, empowering others also empowers yourself in return. Always, always. Karma is immediate. There is no delay. You will get everything that you are putting out. So it is super important that you're paying attention to what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're saying, what you're doing. Always. You've heard that like a zillion times on this channel. No apologies. You're going to keep on hearing that. That is our purpose. That's the reason why we're here, is to be asking for that divine guidance, to be putting it into practice in our lives, and to be steering our course with intention. So that's what I got from the card. Feel free to leave any comments that you would like. If you had other things that you got from this card, from the image, from the words wind and activation on the card. But let's take a look in the book and find out what the reading says for us for wind, which represents activation. The various currents of air that circulate on our planet can be gentle enough to tickle the hairs on our arms, or so fierce that they destroy man-made structures, as well as trees and other vegetation. Wind moves the air to circulate the atmosphere and to keep it from becoming stagnant. When there's no movement, the atmosphere feels somehow heavier. Gentle breezes help cool the land and pollinate flowers, whereas more tempestuous winds can snap tree branches off and stir something deeply within us. More violent winds can create temporary chaos with their ferocity. No matter the degree of intensity, wind will activate us. In this image, the breath of the god of wind stirs the sea and rearranges the sky. As this occurs, the wind and the weather shift. The effects, even in this small area, send ripples throughout, blending and dancing with the water and the sky. It activates the atmosphere, and the world feels more alive when there is wind. We know this to be true. We know this to be true. The lethargy, I'm sorry, let me try that again. The lethargy you feel is the result of a lack of activation. In other words, something that stirs your senses. This could be anything from walking outdoors, feeling the breeze on your body, or inhaling the different aromas that nature herself provides. Or it could be finding the pleasure in a warm bath that helps you release the tension and stress from your mind and body. Music may activate your hearing, which sparks the pleasure centers in your brain. Art may activate your emotional responses. The touch of another human may activate a deep need to be physically held in some manner once again. Now is the time for action. Engage in some activity and be fully present so that you forget about your surroundings and enter into that timeless and multidimensional experience of union with the focus of your creative attention. Let your physical body be active. Movement alone, whether quietly dancing by yourself or hiking up that hill over yonder, will require you to be as present as possible in your body. Enjoy. That is so fun. I love that. So yes, take the opportunity. Now is the time for activation. Now is the time for action. Waiting time is over. Waiting is done. You're done. You have acquired the information. You have asked for guidance and clarification. You have received those messages, and you are now this is your passport. This is your permission slip. Go for it. Start now. The time of waiting is over. So that's the message for today. It's a very powerful, not a passive energy by any means. Activation. Allow the wind of divine inspiration to activate you, to motivate you, to excite you, to make you passionate about whatever it is. And be passionate about everything you're doing. So be passionate about washing those dishes. Be passionate about brushing your teeth and taking your shower. Get excited about the process. Become emotionally engaged in your life again. Turn off autopilot. It's steering you into directions where you may not have actually wanted to go. The autopilot may not have been programmed by you at all. You may have just been running with an autopilot program that somebody else set up, your parents, your teachers, your friends, your family members, whatever, who you thought you were supposed to be may not exactly be who you are supposed to be. Okay. Use this opportunity with this reading to take a moment after the reading. Just take that 60 seconds, like I usually ask you to do, and think about the reading. Think about what it was saying to you personally, individually, and then what it means for the collective as a whole, and how do you fit into that whole? What is your purpose? What is your mission in life? What are you supposed to be doing? Are you a financial planning guru and you are here to help other people be financially savvy? Start sharing your information and knowledge and wisdom with others. We need that information. We need your wisdom. Be the wind for us to be activated and allow us to be the wind to activate you as well. Thank you so much for coming along on this venture and this journey with us. I encourage you to take this energy and use it for you throughout the day today. I love you. If you haven't heard anybody say that recently, you can't say that anymore because I just said it to you. I love you. You are powerful. You are this wind of inspiration. You are blowing fanning the flames of your own love, your own excitement. It's coming directly from divine inspiration for you right now. So take it and use it today. And for the next couple of days, make it your own, love. Okay? Namaste and ciao for now.